The light flickers. A grainy time-stamped video plays on a loop, a silent film from a nightmare. It's a hotel elevator, downtown Los Angeles, January 31st, 2013. A young woman steps in, Elisa Lam. She presses a column of buttons, waits. The doors don't close. She peeks out, glancing left and right as if searching or hiding. She retreats, presses herself into the corner. The doors remain open. Elisa steps out, gestures with her hands as if communicating with someone unseen. Her movements grow erratic, arms flailing, fingers splayed. She steps in and out, playing a strange game with an invisible partner. For 4 minutes, the camera records her bizarre behavior. Finally, she exits left, vanishing from view. The elevator doors close, then open, then close again, confused, like the girl who just left. Elisa Lam, 21, had stepped out of that elevator and into a mystery. This was the last time anyone saw her alive. The video offered no answers, only chilling questions. What happened in those final moments? The world was about to find out. Before the mystery, she was just Elisa Lam, a student at the University of British Columbia. Bright, thoughtful, adventurous, she kept a blog called Ether Fields, sharing her struggles with depression and bipolar disorder. Her posts revealed a young woman searching for meaning, hoping for a fresh start. "I'm going on a solo trip," she wrote, planning her West Coast tour through California. She documented her travels online, calling her parents daily, a promise to reassure them. But her journey was shadowed by mental health struggles. She was open about her diagnosis and took medication, but her blog sometimes revealed darker thoughts. Was this trip a way to conquer her demons, or to escape them? Her family trusted her strength. They never imagined this adventure would be her last. The daily phone call was their lifeline. Until one day, it stopped. Elisa arrived in Los Angeles on January 26, 2013, checking into the Cecil Hotel. Initially in a shared room, she was moved to a private one after reports of odd behavior. She called home every day, until January 31st when the call never came. Her parents, alarmed, contacted the LAPD and flew to Los Angeles. Police searched her room, her belongings untouched, as if she'd just stepped out. Security footage showed her moving inside the hotel but never leaving. Days passed. No leads, no sightings, no ransom notes. Elisa Lam had vanished from inside the Cecil Hotel. Her family pleaded for help, their hope fading. The city became the backdrop for their nightmare. The investigation stalled, until the release of that haunting elevator video. The footage would ignite a global obsession. The world watched, searching for answers. But the mystery only deepened. Elisa's disappearance was now a puzzle for millions, and the truth was still out of reach. With no leads, the LAPD released the elevator footage on February 13th. The video went viral, captivating millions. People watched Elisa's strange behavior, pressing buttons, peering out, gesturing wildly. The lack of audio and poor quality fueled speculation. Was she on drugs? The toxicology report later said no. Was it a psychotic episode? Her movements seemed both frantic and deliberate. Some believed she was hiding from someone, others saw her communicating with the unseen. The internet exploded with theories, frame-by-frame analysis, endless debates. The video became a modern ghost story, shared and dissected worldwide. Elisa Lam was no longer just a missing person, she was the girl in the elevator, the face of a real-life horror. The footage offered no solutions, only more questions. The world was transfixed, desperate for answers, but the final tragic act was yet to come. The mystery had only just begun, and the truth would be darker than anyone imagined. Weeks after Elisa vanished, guests at the Cecil Hotel complained of discolored, foul-tasting water and low pressure. On February 19th, a maintenance worker, Santiago Lopez, investigated the rooftop water tanks. He found the hatch open on one tank. Inside, a body floated face up. It was Elisa Lam. The fire department had to cut open the tank to remove her remains. 19 days after her disappearance, the search was over. Elisa had been in the hotel all along, her body decomposing in the water supply. The discovery horrified guests and made headlines worldwide. The investigation shifted. How did she end up there? The coroner's office took over, searching for answers. The case had become even more disturbing. The world waited for the autopsy report, but the answers would only deepen the mystery. The horror of Elisa's fate was now undeniable, and the questions were far from over. The autopsy ruled Elisa's death an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder as a factor. No evidence of trauma, assault, or drugs, just her prescribed medication at low levels. But the details didn't add up. How did she access the locked, alarmed roof? How did she lift the heavy tank lid and close it from inside? Her clothes were found in the tank, her watch and key at the bottom. The official theory suggested hypothermia-induced undressing, but the locked doors, heavy lid and missing clothes made the accident theory hard to accept. The case was closed, but the mystery remained. Too many questions and not enough answers. With official answers lacking, theories flourished. The most accepted, a mental health crisis, Elisa, in a psychotic episode hid on the roof and entered the tank. But the locked roof and closed lid fueled suspicions of foul play. Some believed she was led to the roof by someone else. The hotel's dark history-inspired paranormal theories. Was Elisa a victim of the building itself? Others noted eerie parallels to the horror film Dark Water. Conspiracy theories emerged, including the bizarre Elisa tuberculosis test coincidence. No evidence supported these claims, but the need for answers persisted. The case became a canvas for fear and speculation, and the truth remained elusive. The Cecil Hotel is more than a backdrop. It's a character in this story. Opened in 1924, it fell into decline, becoming infamous for violence and death. Suicides, serial killers and unsolved mysteries haunt its history. Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, lived there during his killing spree. Austrian serial killer Jack Unterweger also called it home. The Black Dahlia was rumored to have visited its bar before her murder. The hotel's reputation inspired TV shows and documentaries. The Elisa Lam case became its most chilling chapter. The Cecil is a monument to tragedy, a place where nightmares thrive. For many, Elisa's fate was just another page in its dark story. More than a decade later, Elisa Lam's case remains officially closed, but unresolved. The verdict of accidental drowning sits uneasily with the unanswered questions. How did she reach the roof? Who closed the tank lid? Why were her clothes in the water? The story endures, echoing online and in public imagination. For her family, the attention is both a tribute and a torment. The Cecil Hotel has tried to rebrand, but its past lingers. Elisa's story is a modern ghost tale, about mental illness, urban isolation, and vulnerability. It's a testament to the internet's power to create and sustain a mystery. Most of all, it's the story of a bright young woman lost to the darkness. Some questions may never be answered, but Elisa Lam's shadow remains, haunting the world.